the game, cause see the boxing voice.
Welcome back, gang, for the first time and hopefully many more to come. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and click on the notifications right here, this little bell, so you can get those emails every time we go live.
This is Akin, aka Jack is the Truth, with the Boxing Voice. I'm here at Cheeseman Garcia press conference with the one and only Eddie Hearn. How you doing, Eddie?
Doing very well. Sorry for keeping you waiting.
It's no problem at all. The pleasure is all mine waiting to finally meet your acquaintance. I'll jump straight into it. I suppose I'll be remiss if I didn't ask you the hot button topics, which are the heavyweights. Dillion Wyatt has been out all over the media recently talking about the paltry offer that he was given. He claims it's less than he earned for Chisora, and it's an indication to him that you guys really don't want the fight. What do you say about that?
Don't always believe what you hear from Dillion. I think sometimes he's trying to pull your plonker. He received an offer in relation to the Chisora fight. Let's just say, in terms of his statement on that. It wasn't a fantastic offer. I thought it was a decent starting point. It'll be improved this week, but he will get the opportunity to fight for the world heavyweight title against Anthony Joshua on April 13th. So, you know, he's a voluntary challenger, but he should also be respected in the fact that he brings a lot to the table. He's had some big wins, but let's also try and focus on the fact that he's getting an opportunity to be the top dog number one in the division by winning that fight. So, yes, we've got to get to a level where financially he's happy, but let's also try and look at the opportunity as well. And that doesn't just mean you should accept anything that's put in front of you because you're getting a chance, but I want Dillion Wyatt to get a chance to fight for the world heavyweight title, and I will make sure that we get to an offer that I believe is fair. I don't make the offers, you know. I advise people on whether they should take offers or what numbers they should offer, but I always get, when are you going to get Dillion Wyatt a shot at the world heavyweight title? So I want to be in a position where I can deliver him that shot for a package that is fair, and we'll make sure we do that this week.
You keep on saying you want to provide him the opportunity. AJ stepped in the ring after his fight, and he made it clear that obviously he has priorities, and the intention is to make the fight with Wilder, who everyone wants to see, or Fury. And then if those fights don't come to any sort of fruition, that Dillion Wyatt's next. Frank Warren was recently speaking to IFL, and he mentioned that there are no negotiations as far as he's concerned with Shelly Finkel, because Shelly Finkel's his mate, and there are no negotiations with him. That all you have to do is pick up the phone. Which fight is your priority? Are you prioritizing Dillion Wyatt, or do you really want to go after Wilder or Fury?
It's not really what I want, it's what Anthony Joshua wants. He wants to fight Deontay Wilder for the undisputed heavyweight championship. There's no negotiations because Shelly Finkel won't reply to emails. We're now 6 emails unresponded. So it's a world record we're going for here. In terms of Fury, Fury's contacted me. Fury knows he can take the fight on April 13th. I don't even know if Fury's with Frank Warren. But I know Fury knows that if he wants to fight April 13, he can against Joshua. And so does Wilder. But Wilder's really frustrating because they won't come back to us on anything. If you really want the fight, we've continuously improved our offer. Now look at people like Lennox Lewis criticising AJ. I think, who did you fight? 22 fights in, show me your resume. And Lennox is like, well, why don't you make him this offer? That's been done. And that's why it's frustrating, because people say, oh, AJ don't want the fight. He's the only one making offers. He's the only one improving offers. They're not even responding. So it's incredibly frustrating. But from AJ's perspective, his preferred route is Wilder, Fury, Wyatt. Although Dillion's got under his skin a little bit in the last couple of weeks, so maybe Fury and Wyatt are a joint in terms of what AJ wants next. But straight off the bat, nothing's changed. He wants to be the undisputed heavyweight champion. It's not even Wilder. It's the belt, you know? And Wilder's got that belt, and it's what he wants.
Okay, final question. I realise that you're pressed for time. Is your priority to deliver for the fans first, or to deliver for your client AJ, or your client Dillion Wyatt? What in an ideal world for Eddie Hearn, what is the honest? I mention that because Big Baby Miller has been touted as a potential opponent, and for him to go over to New York. The consensus is that has he done enough to fight to warrant that fight? So the fans would rather see the Wilder fight made. Where do you stand? Do you stand AJ first, then the fans, or what's good for boxing?
To be honest with you, I think a lot of the time they work hand in hand. Right. Because if you look at what AJ wants, it's also what the fans want. So there's 4 options, right? Number 1 choice is Deontay Wilder for AJ. What do the fans want? Deontay Wilder. Like if you did a poll, it would be Fury's up there because he's on a roll, yeah. But for Josh, it's Wilder, Fury, Wyatt, and Miller. If Miller was number 1, they can't work hand in hand. But you're asking me, what are you trying to deliver for, Joshua or the fans? It really works hand in hand. Joshua wants the fight the fans want to see. Otherwise, he'd fight nobody. He's had offers to go to Saudi Arabia, to Dubai, to China for 30, 40 million, to fight. They can fight you. They don't care. He wants to deliver fights for the fans. And he reads this stuff, do you know what I mean? And he's got the bit between his teeth. He wants to knock the fuck out of Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury and Dillion Wyatt. He wants to knock out Jarrell Miller, but Jarrell Miller is not his number 1 choice. I just feel like if we can't get those guys, what a great opportunity to fill up Madison Square Gardens and fight a Yank in his backyard and to just launch and catapult the US profile. That's what I think. So, but what is my job? My job is to deliver for my client. But what my client wants is what the fans want on this occasion. So it's all very transparent. It just takes Deontay Wilder. We've even got to a stage now, Josh has reached out to Wilder personally and said, listen, mate, we're not even getting a response from your team. Are we doing something wrong? Are we talking to the wrong person? He ain't even come back. But the frustrating, if the rematch has been made, for him to ignore, for the team to ignore, no problem. The rematch hasn't been made yet. So at least look at your options if you really want that fight. So I think sometimes Josh is a victim of the fact that he don't really speak out a lot. Like he's not on Instagram going, hi guys, right, I'm here today just to let you know I've received this offer, and he's running scared and blah, blah. That's not his style. Wilder done a brilliant job on that. And I feel a bit gutted that Wilder's I think he's played the fans brilliantly, really well. I think he's done a smart job. I'm gonna say something quirky, right? I wouldn't be surprised if Wilder didn't fight Joshua or Fury next, because I don't know. I'm pretty sure he won't fight Joshua. I don't know. I just feel like with Fury beat Wilder, right?
I agree with you.
Right. So therefore, Fury's the A side in that fight. And you can say, yeah, but it was a draw. It wasn't really. Come on, the whole world knows who won that fight. So Fury's going to want 50%, maybe more. Wilder ain't going to give him that. Wilder's going to go, fuck you. It was a draw. I'm still the world champion. You're a voluntary challenger. So Tyson can earn more to fight Joshua. So maybe he'll do that.
Wow. So I said last question. I meant penultimate. Sorry, guys. Okay, if you had to name a fight for the April the 13th, gut feeling, 1-word answer because everyone's waiting. Who do you think it would be?
It's between Fury and Wyatt, but I would have to say Wyatt at the moment. But again, we might get to a level with Dillion where he just don't think it's the right offer. But it will be several times his highest purse. So it's then up to him. You've got to understand as well, it's an incredible risk to fight Anthony Joshua. You know that, right? So, for Fury, for Wyatt, Joshua goes into every one of those fights a favourite. Very slight favourite against Fury. But big favourite against Wilder, big favourite against Wyatt. So do you want to take a fight where you're a big underdog unless you are getting shitloads of money? Well, the answer is, do you want 4 heavyweight world championship belts? But you've got to get the mix right. You've got to give Dillion Wyatt the respect he deserves for a great run of fights. And you've got to give Fury the respect that he deserves for great performances against Klitschko and Wilder. And you've got to give Wilder the respect he deserves because he has the other belt. And I believe we've done those in all the offers except yet quiet Dillion Wyatt. But Fury and Wilder both know they can take this fight if they want it.
Eddie Hearn, I appreciate your time. I knew you would be able to do a one-word answer. Thanks for talking to the Boxing Voice. Take care.
What is up, TBV family? Yes, YouTube has been cutting funding to their channels as of late, and with net neutrality going through its process, the internet is changing. If you want to keep your favorite channel intact, coming up with tons of content, and plus get hours and hours of extra content, head over to patreon.com/TheBoxingVoice to become a member of the TBV family and help support the channel. Peace.